I'm scared for anybody, man. You making plays like that.
We're gonna pick him up and we're gonna slam him on the ground, man. It does not get better than this.
Do not eat them. Not edible.
Commanders family, I don't know about you, but I am feeling great after our Monday night victory over the Cincinnati Bengals. Now, the game had plenty of highlights, so we'll get into that a little bit later. Then, Logan will be breaking down some can't-miss moments for you guys in the film room. And of course, the guys are going to give y'all a pregame matchup, Desert Edition. They are talking our Week 4 matchup against the Arizona Cardinals. We have a fun show for y'all, Commanders family, and it all starts right now.
Be present in this moment, because this moment is all we got. They say the past is history, the future is mystery, the present is a gift. Play your game, talk your shit. It should feel like a party out there. Making plays, loving what you do, from start to finish. Have some fun. This should mean something to you.
He's got it! First and goal inside the 5. Daniels is going to walk it in for the touchdown. Daniels lets it go for the first down and plenty more. Touchdown Washington. Big sack by this Washington defense.
Fred Scott is the recipient of Jake Daniels' first career touchdown.
This one is launched from McLaurin. Touchdown!
Head to Arizona. Proud as you guys, man. All right, that's a great team win tonight.
What's good, Commanders family, and welcome into Command Center. As you can see, I'm out here in the desert with the Washington Commanders as we get ready to raise hell against the Arizona Cardinals. But before we get into our Week 4 matchup, let's run it back to Week 3 with our guys out in Ashburn who are going to highlight our big win on primetime. That's right, our win on Monday Night Football against the Cincinnati Bengals. Fellas, y'all got it.
Appreciate that, BC. Fellas. All right, baby. So it's our show now. Let's toss to these highlights.
It's time for Top 5, presented by UA Local 5 Plumbers, protecting the health of the nation's capital since 1890. Guys, let's start with number 5.
This completion of Luke McCaffrey here, man, what a play by the two rookies working together. They spent all this time together this offseason, pays off right there.
Hey, I'm not sure if he stole it or not. If you did, that's the way to answer when you do so.
Hey, when the rookie messes up, if this is how you gonna mess it up, mess up every game.
I feel like that really settled Jaden in. You know,
Yeah, it did.
That completion was awesome.
Number 4.
Oh man, this right here.
Look at the angle right here.
You talking about a guy say go turbo booster and hands.
And guess what? You see when Terry looks back and that DB is chasing him, that's the most, like, as a cornerback, that's when your stomach drops. Like, that's when you drop, like, right here is when your stomach drops because you know he got to step on you.
That's when you know your mama finna be ashamed of you.
Number 3. And I love this one because this one is laying.
Yeah,
right here. Thought you had the monster hamster in there, and you didn't. He gonna break that tackle, man. This guy had a game.
Hey, I'm calling him a little bowling ball.
Dude, and then great job with this return, man. Talk about setting the tone for the second half. Coming out, the 64-yard return, man. Fantastic.
Hey, we say the backs are going to be the ones that be special in this
third down backs in this kickoff, this dynamic kickoff. And so far this year, it's looking dynamic.
No doubt.
Number 2.
Uh-oh. What we got here, man? What is this?
The thick 6. Ain't nothing like a big man scoring a touchdown. Because you know this probably never happened for him again.
Scoring a touchdown is one thing, but having your dance ready is
on
another.
deck. That's on deck.
You know how long he been waiting to do that dance right there? I love it. The thick 6, best player in football.
Cues around the world was
Number 1, right here. Hey. This one right here, spectacular.
Dude.
When you say walk off, this is how you walk it off right here.
Yeah.
100%. Taking the hit on the throw. Great blitz pickup. Great. I mean, this catch, man. I cannot believe this thing.
Second to none.
Unbelievable. The concentration it takes to bring that down, Terry, that's what football is right there.
I'm scared for anybody, man. You making plays like that. They say 1 knee is 2 feet.
Every game. And quarterback JD Daniels spoke about his poise after the game, tossing tip.
I don't know. That's something you got to ask my parents. I don't know. But I would just give a testament to how I was raised. Shout out to my mom and my dad for, instilling that in me. Don't never let moment get too big or too low for you.
He's a really cool customer, and he's got real poise about him. I thought going in, we knew the importance of the ball and, the decision-making for that. We just couldn't give them short fields and chances to go. So his ability to know when not to, when to make a play with his legs, I thought we've seen a lot of this at practice, and now it's carrying over into the games where the decision-making, sliding, going, taking your shot. But I thought it was a really strong performance tonight by him.
Jaden Daniels had himself a game on Monday night, completing 21 of 23 of his passes for a 91.3 completion percentage, 293 total yards, and 2 touchdowns. And if those stats weren't impressive enough, Jaden was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for Week 3. So congrats to JD5. Now, before we look ahead to our Week 4 matchup against the Cardinals, I have to give you guys our game day details. It's time for Best Seat in the House, presented by SeatGeek, your ticket to great Commanders seats. Commanders family will be out in the desert playing the Arizona Cardinals out at State Farm Stadium. Kickoff is at 4:05 p.m. and will be broadcasted on Fox. Super Bowl champion Brian Mitchell, Mr. 8 to the 9 Santana Moss, and myself will be live from the desert for our pregame and postgame shows. We'll be right on the sideline breaking down everything you need to know about the game. So catch us on the Commanders YouTube, X, and Facebook pages. Here with our tight end, Ben Sinnott. How you feeling, man? You out in Arizona. This is the first long trip for you, man. How's it been?
It's been great. Just being able to come here, fresh off a big win with Cincinnati, be able to fly right here, kind of settle in, get used to the time zone, settle into the heat a little bit. It's been great. Having a good time with my teammates, preparing for this next week, so I'm excited. And
you're talking about settling in. How do you feel you've been able to settle into this Cliff Kingsbury offense? You're getting more and more looks. How has it been settling in?
Yeah, it's been great. I think just the more and more days go by, the more comfortable I'm feeling with it. And obviously the more comfortable I feel, the more trust I earn from guys like Jaden and guys like Coach Kingsbury. I think as time develops, the more opportunities that I'll get, and I'm just excited for that and ready for when they come.
And we talked to head coach Dan Quinn about this trip, and not only that it's about work, but it's also about building chemistry. Have you felt the ability to do that, being away from home, being on the road with these guys?
Yeah, 100%. I think it helps being trapped into the hotel with all your guys, and you're around them all day, all night, just getting to know them better, having good times, just creating memories. I think that's the biggest thing. Just this team is going to continue to get so close as the season goes on, and I'm excited to see where we can be.
And last thing, what can Commander fans expect when y'all hit that field Sunday?
Yeah, we're going to come out firing. We're just going to be aggressive, do what we do, and just continue to be us. And that's all we can be, and give the best that we can do every night. So, yeah.
Now to send it to another tight end that also wore number 82, my guy Logan Paulson, in the film room. It's time for your can't miss moments presented by FanDuel. Make every moment more with FanDuel, an official partner of the Washington Commanders.
All right, let's take a look at this film from the Cincinnati game to see what they can transfer forward to this Arizona game. Maybe the best play of the day is this touchdown to Terry. We get a one-on-one isolation down here on the bottom. They're bringing all out. It's everybody's up on the line of scrimmage. They're bringing pressure. So what do we got to do? We got to protect, we got to take a hit, and we got to deliver a football. So let's talk about the protection first. Zach Ertz up here, chipping on our guy Hendricks. And then we got McNichols. Man, this is maybe one of the best blitz pickups you'll see. We're not going to stand back. We're not going to wait. We're going to drive ourselves up in the line of scrimmage. We're going to meet the blitzer. We're going to pick him up, and we're going to slam him on the ground, man. That's an excellent job. And now we know, Jaden Daniels understands, everybody else is blitzing. This is my guy. I have to account for him from a rush standpoint. I'm going to lose a little bit of ground. And, this ball, look how high this ball gets. He's releasing this football. Watch this. Right as he's getting hit, he's releasing the ball. Terry does not look open. The trajectory of this football is what makes this go. The arc of it, like the way he gets this thing up nice and high, it allows Terry to adjust to it. I cannot overstate how impressive this throw is. The time he puts on this ball, Terry adjusts. The catch is obviously spectacular, but to anticipate this with this kind of pressure in this moment of the game, it does not get better than this. Hopefully they can continue to be successful in the red zone and excellent on third down, awesome situational football, and that's your breakdown.
Coach, first things first, congratulations on a huge primetime win.
Yeah, it was fun, man. Really fun.
The fans were there. They showed up. There was so much burgundy and gold out there. It just looked like such an exciting time. Just paint that atmosphere for us and how much fun you had out there.
Yeah, we had an absolute blast. We knew going into it, there were certain markers that we'd have to do to go win. And the best part about games like that, where maybe outside voices would say, no, this isn't going to happen, but the people inside that building all week in the preparation to get ready for that go time, they had the belief, and that's the most important thing. So it was really good, man, to have some of our fans there on the road in that kind of environment. It was an absolute blast. The locker room was lit up for sure.
Is that outside noise a little extra motivation for you that you mentioned?
I wouldn't say it's motivation, but there is something when you get to go prove it. You know, when people think you can't do something and you get to go do it, I don't know if it's showing them as much as like, okay, you know, like we're ready for that too. And so Cincinnati's a good team, you know, and we knew it was going to be a hard fought all the way through, but there is that chip on your shoulder to show you can prove it. And that's what I do like about our guys, that we're not going to ride this roller coaster of up and down when people think we can or we can't. The main thing is what inside those walls and what the locker room thinks.
And that mentality is something it seems like you and Jaden Daniels share. Like, he's out there to prove it, but he knows what he's there to do. Broke a record, highest completion percentage for a rookie quarterback in the NFL. How great is it to be there and watch Jaden go through these milestones and just continue to succeed?
He's always down for anything. The bigger the challenge, usually the bigger the smile. You know, it's like he absolutely wants to go do it. And so he's always down for it. And I love that about him. But he plays the position with smarts. He takes care of the ball. He knows where to put it. He can make plays with his leg and extend them. So it's just awesome to see like him playing this position. But like, if you want a big challenge, then you'll get a big smile as well. Like, he is down for that.
Commanders family, if you like hearing from coaches, players, and even Washington legends, we have just the podcast for you. Logan Paulson and Bram Weinstein break down everything they see from the broadcast booth at every Commanders game on Booth Review. You can check out Booth Review every Monday. On the Get Loud podcast with Fred Smoot and Mike Jenks, they talk Commanders pop culture and react to voicemails and whatever else Fred can come up with. The Get Loud podcast comes out every Tuesday. Now, the Command Center podcast comes out on Wednesdays with Logan Paulson, Santana Moss, and Fred Smoot. They'll be reacting to our Monday night win and previewing our next matchup, the Arizona Cardinals. The Command Center podcast comes out every Wednesday. And every Friday, it's the Next Man Up podcast. Sam Cosmi and some legends join the show. You do not want to miss that. We have a really fun time. Commanders family, as you can see, we have you covered from shows to podcasts. Be sure to check out our content on YouTube and wherever you get your podcasts. Commanders family, here with our center, Tyler Biotish. Tyler, been out here for a few days now. How's the work been being out here and being away from Ashburn?
Yeah, no, it's been great. We got in right after the game. Had an off day yesterday. Got our bodies back and did a nice walk through today.
Yeah, and you've been around, so you know what the benefits of doing things like this are and being on a road trip like this. Talk to us in your own words about what benefits you feel being out here.
Yeah, this is actually my first time kind of like traveling and being at a certain city for the whole week. Yeah. But like that ability to get acclimated to the weather and the time change coming from the East Coast, that's a huge benefit for us. And obviously, Coach Dan Quinn, he's always looking out for our bodies and what's in our best interest. So he's doing a great job of getting our bodies back and developing like that mindset throughout the whole entire week leading up to the game.
I feel like that's been the story of the season, right? Getting acclimated to all of these different things, especially with that chemistry between you and Jaden. Yeah. Man, it looks good. How great has that been at this point in your season to be able to build with a young rookie like that?
Yeah, no, I mean, it's been great. It's been fun. It's been a lot of fun just seeing his growth each and every week and how he's leading us and just his personality. I mean, he's constantly on an uphill rise. I mean, his journey from when he first came here to now, it's been, outstanding, and he's sky's the limit, man. Like he's doing a great job, whatever the play at hand or whatever check, he's confident and very, very versatile with obviously on the move and his arm. So he's been a great addition for sure. And
right after that first win at home, I saw you in the tunnel and you yelled at me. You said, "Tell them to stop playing with me, B." Do you feel like they are still sleeping on you?
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I mean, I think, the biggest part about this journey for us each and every week, it's all about us. I think DQ says it all the time. It's always about us, and we control what we can control, and they'll see.
Hey, my brother, I appreciate you, man. Let's send it down to our Command Center podcast crew.
Thanks, Brian. Welcome to the Command Center podcast. I'm Logan Paulson here with Fred Smoot and Santana Moss. And guys, this is a special moment.
Yeah.
This is the Command Center podcast on the Command Center show.
Yes.
I think we need to maybe change our look. Little abracadabra. What do you think, Fred? Oh, bow. There we go. That's much better. Maybe a little music, something on there too.
Yeah.
That's good. All right. So we were going to do a segment. It's called Hell Yeah or
Hell Nah.
Hell Nah. And people on the podcast really enjoy it.
Yep.
So if you want to get more of this stuff, make sure you check out our podcast. But basically, I'm going to give a topic.
Yep.
You guys say hell yeah or hell no.
Yep.
So let's start. Has the team peaked?
Hell nah. No.
Hell to the now.
No.
Yeah.
You know, they
No.
spell N-A-W. You understand it? No, we haven't. It's just too early. Quarterback, only 3 games old.
Yeah.
Team, 70% of the team is a different team. They only played, 12 quarters together so far?
Mm-hmm.
No, you can't peak this early. Like I said, it's like a baby peaking. A baby can't peak. All right? A baby can't have a job. If you're going to do all that crying, what the baby going to do? So, no, they didn't peak.
I mean, it was it's just one game. I think when you really look at what we just displayed on Monday night. So I went into that game saying I want to see this team continue to progress. You know what I mean? Be that group of guys that's grow and find out who they really are, find out their identity both offensively and defensively. So no, I'm not finna get on my high horse after the Monday night performance, which we all should be on our high horse.
I feel good
and just feel like we peaked. No, it's still a lot of good football left to be played, and I'm sure that these guys will look even better. You know what I mean? By the time this thing is over.
Yeah, and I think, Tana, you bring up a great point. You brought this up on the podcast, actually. You said that, Cliff has only got a little bit of the offense, and that's going to keep getting better. I think the defense is going to continue to get better. I think when I trust Dan Quinn, I trust Joe Witt, so I'm a hell nah guy also.
Hell no.
All right, so is momentum real?
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah.
I knew Tana was going to say hell yeah.
Yeah, most definitely. It's real.
It's real than the real deal Holyfield.
Yeah.
I mean, I think one of the things about momentum is, when I've been in games where I saw us go up a score and the offense got back on the field, and that momentum alone didn't switch because our defense went out there and made a stop, and we was on that. We just rode that roller coaster, and there was another touchdown, it was another big play.
Yeah.
Myself personally, I've been in games where I've scored 3 touchdowns 3 different times, or twice against the same team, about being in that phase of momentum. You know what I mean? Having momentum against my defender or being in a situation where it just felt like I couldn't drop a pass. So I know for a fact momentum is real.
It's real. It's real like oxygen. We can't live without it. Like once the movement starts, it's like an avalanche. It's only going to pick up more momentum as it comes downhill. Like the fans in the stadium can feel the momentum. The janitor in the stadium can feel the momentum. It's real. It's legitimately real because it's part of an emotion.
Yeah.
You can't touch, see, but you can feel it. And if you in a game, you can feel the power of it. It's like going to church. You can feel that momentum.
So how do we use it, against Arizona? What's going on? Like,
how do we weaponize it?
Yeah, how do we weaponize it?
Because we on the good foot. Good things equal other good things. Yeah. Like, once you do something, now you believe you can do it.
Yeah.
Like, we showed them, we can go on national TV and we can beat a playoff team, caliber team. We're going to get right back to the business and feel like we can beat the next team and then the next team. So it's real.
I shouldn't say nothing after that.
That was good. That was good. I think so too. All right. So then this is kind of we're going to parlay that thing into this. So how do we keep this offense rolling? How do we keep the defense rolling? And can we keep it rolling versus the Cardinals? Hell yeah, hell no.
You say,
can we? How?
Can we?
Yes, we can.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Okay, so how do we do it?
Hell yeah. It's confidence.
Yep.
He just said about it. Once you believe.
But I look at Arizona, man. They got Marvin Harrison Jr. They got Kyler Murray. They got weapons. Like, how do we contain them?
I don't care if you got the man himself.
Yeah.
Look, it's about confidence. When you feel like you've done it on the big stage and you've done it against some of the most elite guys in this game, you don't care who's the next guy.
Who's next?
I can do it. I can do it against them, so I can do it against you.
Yep, it's a boxer figuring out how to beat the next man. Yeah. Like at the end of the day, we just played a pocket passer, all right, with an elite receiver. We're gonna play a guy that uses his feet with an elite receiver. So we're gonna adjust. That's what the best teams do. Yeah. They adjust to the next challenge. And with this coaching staff and with everybody else, I believe believe we will adjust, and I believe we will adjust because we already in Arizona. We already about our business. Our players did not come back and get patted on the shoulder for a great job. They went right back, grabbed their lunch pail, and went to work, I believe.
And so Jaden Daniels, man, like how do you build off of that performance?
Yep.
You know, this Gannon defense is really well coached. They're complicated.
Yeah.
Like, what's the expectation for him?
Well, he gonna look at the film and say, I left some plays out there.
Yeah.
All right? For all the plays I made on Monday night, I left some plays out there. I could have hit Terry earlier for a touchdown. All right, so now I need to do this against this team.
Yeah.
All right, I need to take this show on the road again. Ain't nobody gonna think he's gonna go 30 for 30, all right? He's gonna make some mistakes, but I think at the end of the day, he understands how he needs to attack this this defense, because now he's gonna go against a zone blitz defense.
I think he said it best after the game, man. You know, he was asked about, you know, some of the things that he's doing, and you know, any guy could go out there and say, yeah, you know what I'm saying, this is what I've been doing all my life, this is how I do it. But he say, I got to give some credit to my pops and my mom.
Yeah.
You know, this is what they instilled in me. And so when you give an answer like that at the height of your career, being that only your third game in the NFL and you out there doing things that some of these guys who played for decades haven't done yet, that shows that he's level-headed. So that's how he's going to be able to go out there in this game and say, look, man, I can't get fat and happy yet. I got a lot of football to go out there and do. If I get fat and happy and write myself off now that I'm the greatest thing since sliced bread, boy, look at here, I'm going to be a fool. So
sliced bread,
he's going to go out there with the same mindset that I have work to be done, and I got to go out here and play ball.
Well, obviously, we're juiced about the game, but that's going to do it for today's show, man. And it's been a lot of fun being on the Command Center show, the Command Center podcast on the Command Center show.
Yeah.
Thanks to Brian and Maddie out in Arizona doing all that hard work. And if you like this show, make sure you check out the Game Plan, Next Man Up, Players Club, and all the content we got. That's it. Now let's go get that dub.
Don't eat them like James. Do not eat them. Not edible.